Well, welcome to Darry Buttray, president here of the Meadville Field Archers Club. Darry,
nice
it's good to meet you, and thanks for hosting here today. Tell us a little bit about the club. I've actually been aware of this for a long time, but haven't had a chance to be out for years and years and years.
Well, Meadville Field Archers, we've been around since in the 50s when they bought the place and organized a club. It was organized by a group of folks that wanted a place for a healthy place for them to bring the family, the friends.
Okay. In general, events happen here, both archery events and maybe other things, but tell us a little bit about some of the things that go on here at the club.
Well, with having the club and all our volunteers, it's solely run by volunteers. We've been able to host other places and their fundraisers. Okay. Say the Cornerstone Church has come out and we've had a fundraiser for them for the food pantry. We've hoping this year to have a canned food drive. And the canned food drive, we'd like to raise even more food. We hold Christian bow hunters come out for our youth field days.
Okay.
The Pennsylvania Game Commission, we hold the hunter safety courses and education here.
Oh, very good.
So we donate to them too.
Actually, now that you mention that, I actually have something. A friend, Jason Amory, is training to be a new game commissioner, and his class is the 100th class of the game commission, and they're, I forget what they call the school, but as a fundraiser, they're going to leave, I think, a historic plaque to recognize the 100th anniversary at the Game Commission office down in the Harrisburg area. And so they're selling these patches as a collectible to raise some money to make that permanent plaque in there, which I thought that was pretty cool. So get a hold of Jason. He's actually going to be finished with his training in the not too distant future. So I'm glad you mentioned that because it reminded me. I wanted to make sure we got in a plug for both for Jason and for the Game Commission.
Beautiful, wonderful organization they are.
Very good. So get a hold of him if you want to. And I think they're like going to be very hard to find.
Right,
so if you're a collector of something like that, that's that's going to be hard to find. So get a hold of Jason because they may be just about out of those kind of things. So, well, the club itself. Let me just throw you kind of a general question. Archery. I used to think of archery as something for those real hardcore hunters that or painting their faces, all that kind of stuff, and it seems to be maybe growing. I know the National Rifle Association has a program to help educate young potential archers, and gym class kind of a program. Talk in general about archery and the sport.
Archery is a wonderful sport. It's something you can do year round. You don't have to be a hunter to shoot the bow. You can shoot targets, you can shoot to three-dimensional targets, you can fish with a bow. So it's a year-round sport, and it's not a gender-biased sport. We have men and women both that come out and shoot. I'd be a third generation out here, but my grandmother was one of the originals that started this club. So women have been shooting here since 50s.
I came out for an event you had recently. I saw, the kid couldn't have been more than this, and there were 12-year-olds, boys, girls, mom, dad, and again, some of those serious guys that, very obviously knew what they were doing, and kids. So that's exciting to me to see, hey, that next generation is still involved. And maybe you want to be a hunter, and I, as a kid, also shot a bow and arrow, and really haven't much since then, but it's, now I'm getting to the point where that was fun, maybe I'd like to do that again. So maybe I can get some of your club members to teach me a little bit in case I want to come out to an event sometime, and I can not look like such a knucklehead here and be a total beginner at it. So
we have some good guys there that can help you out with that.
Well, just in general, are there things coming up that folks might want to be involved in, might want to come out for?
Well, what we have coming up now is probably the dearest to our hearts is the Hunt of a Lifetime fundraiser. And this is for the huntofalifetime.org is the foundation.
Okay.
And what they do is they raise money for the terminal ill or life-threatening illnesses, the children to go on hunting or fishing trips.
I volunteered for Make-A-Wish for many years, and my wife and I were a wish granting team, plus we did some fundraising for them. And I remember at the time, no hunting trips, no motor vehicles, nothing with firearms or whatever. So I think the Hunt of a Lifetime actually came along shortly thereafter because a number of kids, I'd like to go hunt, out west or whatever. I remember actually we had one that requested that. He changed his wish because that wasn't an option through the Make-A-Wish program. But I'm sorry, keep going. I interrupted you. Sorry about that.
That's wonderful. They were organized from a lady in Girard. This is a local foundation that it was started, and it started with a boy that wanted to go hunting. And Make-A-Wish, as you said, a wonderful wonderful place, but they couldn't do it. So they wanted to see if they could raise some money for him. And they ended up raising the money for him and thought there's other kids out there. So they continued on, and it's grown to be recognized across the country.
Well,
and we're just proud to raise just a little bit for local kids in the area.
What a better thing to have an event that people can have fun, shoot some targets. And we're going to work on that here a little bit, after a bit, and to help out, a great cause like that. I think hunters and archers can all get behind something like that. So when's the event?
Okay, the Hunt of a Lifetime is March 23rd, and it'll be the Saturday. There's going to be 30 3D targets, and it'll be a mixed bag. You never know what you're going to shoot at out there. You might run across a dinosaur. You might run across a couple foot high mosquito. You never know. But we're going to have drawings, and we have a bow raffle, and there'll be a huge Chinese auction. And you don't have to be an archer to come out and participate in the auction or the drawings. The proceeds from all that go right to the Hunt of a Lifetime.
And that's going to help grant a kid's wish. Who wants to have a hunting trip is his wish, life-threatening illness thing.
We generally have a sponsor child, and we have some photos of different children that we've sent before. And last year we were able to raise $6,300.
Okay.
And in the last 4 years, we've raised over $20,000 for the cause.
Well, congratulations. That's fabulous. That's fabulous.
And with your help, maybe we'll take this over the top.
Tremendous, tremendous. Well, Darry, thanks for being with us on Crawford County Outdoors.
Oh, hey, thank you for putting us on there.